go the other way. The pen type's absolutely amazing. What is up, beautiful people? Today I'm actually here to do my first ever tutorial. Whoa. Yes, I'm doing a tutorial finally, which there are two main reasons for why I haven't done one already. Number one, they are ridiculously hard to film. I don't know how to film it, and I don't have a super professional camera, so the second thing is we all have such different features that I feel tutorials are kind of hard things for everyone to take something out of. I see so many tutorials and I'm like, oh man, that look is amazing, I really want to do that, but they have the most like chiseled jawline and cheekbones, and they have really deep set eyes, and I just can't pull off that look with my features. And it happens a lot, especially with like really glamorous eyeshadow looks, so that's why I've kind of been hesitant to make a tutorial, because I feel it's kind of hard to mimic when you have such a different face to the person you're trying to mimic. Anyway, today I've gone ahead and decided to do a go-to everyday look. This is the kind of look that I do when I don't know what I'm wearing, or I don't know what I'm doing, or when I don't want to think about how I should wear my makeup. So I do wear this often to work. It is quite a natural look. For me, I guess. I do change it up with wearing false lashes sometimes and not, and stuff like that, but I will explain all that in the tutorial. So if you do want to see how I recreate my kind of daily face, then keep watching and let's get started. My face is already washed, moisturized and all that, so I'm going to go straight in with my Nude Face Fill primer. This is just your regular primer that kind of helps smooth out any pores and unevenness in your skin and create a smooth base for the foundation. I am going to warm it up a little bit on my fingers. Next, I'm going to use a BB cream that I have been liking a lot lately. It is the Banila Natural Face Naked BB Cream. It has SPF 31 in it, which is awesome, and it is just in the shade Real Natural. I'm just going to pump 1.5 because 2 pumps seems to be a little too much, and then spread this in little portions around my face first. And I'm just going to go in with a stippling brush to blend that all in. As you can probably tell, this stuff blends in really easily, and it's quite a creamy texture. It does give you very natural coverage. It's not full coverage, it's not like a tinted moisturizer. It's kind of the perfect coverage for me. Next, I'm going to grab my Kuma concealer. I actually really like this because it's a super yellow based concealer, and it is specifically for under the eyes because the yellow does help counteract the dark circles. And then I'm going to get my heart-shaped sponge to just blend that in. Next, I am just going to set it with my M.A.C Mineralize Skinfinish in Light Plus. It's just a plain powder with a bit of shimmer. I like this powder because it's not too heavy, and I really don't like wearing heavy stuff, especially on a day-to-day basis. So quickly powder. On a day-to-day basis, I definitely don't contour and highlight. I don't think it's quite necessary, and usually I don't have the time, especially if I'm getting ready for work. I also don't use bronzer because I'm not the biggest fan of bronzer, and since I'm quite fair, I would rather give myself a bit of colour with blush. So I'm going to use my honey shade in the Revlon Colorstay Mineral Blush, which is discontinued, but it still is one of my favourites, so I am continuing to buy it online. It's kind of the perfect colour to wear with any lip product, since it's kind of an in-between of pink and orange. Now I'm pretty much done for my face. Next, I'm going to go in and do my brows. First, I get the Models Preferred Brow Liner in medium, which is definitely a little bit deep for me, although I just use this to outline the bottom of my eyebrow, and then the top arch, basically fill in the natural shape of my brows. And I just use a spoolie to kind of get my hairs in the right spot. That is pretty much all I do with the darker pencil. Then I do go in with a lighter pencil, which right now I'm using the Maybelline Master Brow in BR3, which is kind of a light ashy brown. I basically work with the angled pencil and blend the harsher, darker line that I first applied up and into the rest of my brow. Since the Models Prefer pencil is a powder pencil, it does blend out like super easily, and I just really lightly fill in the rest of my brows. Lastly, with my brows, I'm just going in with the Professional Eyebrow Mascara by Maybelline. This is in the colour 001. It's just an ashy brown colour, which I use just to pop on top since I do have quite light hair compared to my brows. It literally is just to tint my eyebrows just a little bit lighter, and it also helps keep your hairs in place as well as whatever product that you applied previously. So that's the difference when I add the tint. Next, I'm going to use the NYX Nude Matte Shadow in Lap Dance. I just use this as a base all over my lid instead of using primer. I don't usually use eye primer because I just don't find that my eyeshadow creases or moves personally. Next, I am going to grab my Naked palette. I am going to grab the shade Smog on my Blending E25 brush by Sigma. I'm going to pop it right into my crease. I really wish I had much deep set eyes. Could pull off way more awesome eyeshadow looks. Next, I'm going to grab Half Baked, the goldish shade, and I am just going to place it basically right into the middle of my lid and blend it. And then I'm going to grab the tiniest little bit of Dark Horse, just one dab, and then place it right in the outer corners. And then blend. And then lastly, I am going to grab the Australis Metallics eyeshadow in Pearl Jammin'. This product is a little bit hard to work with just because it's really creamy. It's not one of those kind of hard cream eyeshadows like the Maybelline Colour Tattoos. I'm just going to take a bit of product and then lay it onto the back of my hand, because when you chuck it on straight away, it does tend to kind of glub up. And I'm just going to apply it with my finger right into the inner corners of my eyes. I am also just going to bring it down underneath my eyes a little bit as well. Next is time for eyeliner. I'm using the Maybelline Hyper Sharp liner, which is basically like the Master Precise that we sell in Australia. I am just going to line basically half of my eye. I don't want too much of a big wing. And then I basically just bring it in about halfway. And then I add just a tiny little line into the inner corners to make it look more cat eye-like. Next, I'm going to move on to my lashes. An eyelash curler is basically my best friend because I have really straight lashes. Today I am going to apply some false lashes. They are just going to be a half size, and some days I do this. So when I am applying my false lashes, I basically just concentrate on my middle and inner corner of my eyes when I'm applying my mascara, just because it's not much point applying it to the outer corners because I'm going to apply falsies anyway. So I'm just using my Maybelline Lashionista mascara. Now that I am done with applying mascara to both my top and bottom lashes, I am going to go ahead and apply my glue to my false lashes. These are the Diamond Lash in the Muse Eye. It has recently been my absolute favourite. It's just the perfect half size that you can wear by itself or layered with a full length lash. And while I wait for the glue to dry, I am just going to re-curl my lashes since they do fall after I apply the mascara. And I know everyone applies false lashes differently, but I like to apply them with some tweezers. I'm going to just take it on the edge and pop it straight onto the corner. And then I am going to just pinch my eyelashes and the false lashes together with the tweezers. Do be careful of this, that you don't actually pinch your eyelid, because that would certainly hurt a lot. So mainly focus the inner edge of the false lash because you do want it to blend really well with your eyeliner and lash line. So that's my eyes done. The last thing to do is apply some lippy. I do tend to change my lip colour on a daily basis, so rarely do I wear the same colour like every single day. But when I'm in a real rush or when I don't know what lip colour to wear, this has still been my favourite. It is the Revlon Balm Stain in the shade Honey, and I've had this for a long time, but it's just one of those colours that suit everything, and it's basically just mimics my natural lip colour but a little bit darker. Pop that straight on. And there you have it, guys. That's basically my go-to everyday look. This look tends to go with pretty much everything. It is definitely not your full-on glammed up look. This is just what I would do more on a daily basis. Sometimes I switch it up with the lip colour or if I wear false lashes or not. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of my first tutorial because I'm so nervous about this, guys. Please don't be too judgmental. And I know I'm still so amateur at filming tutorials and I'm probably going to hate myself while I'm editing this. So please leave a comment if you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!